Hello and welcome. The off-season special. Last we left off, we won the league. First place. I played a couple of games since then just to finish it out. We unfortunately didn't get 100 points, nor get Burstow his 60 goals. During the season, he only ended up with 58. However, good news about Burstow. According to the coach report, he is a good championship player. He's definitely good enough for the next level, considering how much we're paying him and going to be paying him as it continues to increase when we get new players in. That's good. Also, Bolton got promoted along with us. It was a tight-fought race until these last couple of days. Looking like it's going to be one of Wigan or Ipswich getting promoted. As for people who got relegated, it looks like Derby, Huddersfield, and possibly Shrewsbury. They still have one game left to play. There's an outside shot of... Out? No, they're going down. Shrewsbury's going down. Unless they happen to score between these two, overcoming a 9 goal or 9 XG, it'll end up being that. So, let's go ahead and look at the season review. We have won the league this year. New arrivals. Who was signing of the season? Mason Burstow, of course. Obviously. He was incredible. They gave him a bias second. Jetney, that's another good one. Wormley 10 is another good choice. Kane, we're going to have to talk about these two in the near future. So, how it happened, A+, winning the league ahead of time, definitely going up for next season. Average home attendance was 98%, which was incredible. The FA Cup, we got knocked out in the third round. They're okay with that. Not particularly happy that we got knocked out in the third round, though. They were fine that we made it that far. Reasonably happy that we made it to the semifinal. Would have liked us to win it, but again, what you gonna do? Good performances. Moments to remember. Biggest win was a 5-0 win against Gillingham. The match to remember was a 4-1 against Plymouth. And our goal of the season was our goal by Ad's Head in the FA Cup. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one goal real fast. That's the one by Ad's Head. We have a 88th minute goal. See if I can remember this one. It's been a hot minute since I played this game, so wouldn't be surprised if I remember or don't remember. Booth. Oh, this is the screamer, isn't it? Okay, well, not as much of a screamer as I thought he was taking it from much further out. Well, I mean, it was a nice long shot, but it was basically just a missile straight ahead, so I think we had some better goals during this season. Not bad, not bad. Taking a look at the finances, most of our revenues have gone down. Broadcast has gone down because we didn't make it as far in competitions. Our match days has gone down. Basically, it is all because we didn't get as many cup runs. Burstow, of course, #1 jersey sale. Taylor and a playoff for and an ad set all ahead of Ford. I am shocked. We have also gone up. We are now nationally recognized. Hopefully that will allow us to start getting in new players, because this has been a struggle. Our club reputation has been the thing holding us back, signing players of a higher caliber. That is what we need. No new sponsorship deals this year. That's really fortunate. Our best players, best 11. It's basically exactly what you'd think. The only thing that might be changed is Moon is ahead of Jetney. That's probably due to game time. Otherwise, this is exactly what you'd expect it to be. Accolades. I have won. I'm likely to win Coach of the Year. I won it League One Coach of the Year. I won it last year. Yeah, okay. 2027 season, yes. Fan Player of the Season was Burstow. Young Player of the Season was Burstow. Signing of the Season was Burstow. Goal of the Season was Adhead. Of course, over Burstow. Most assists was Ford. Ended up with 26. A new record for us. Most player of the matches was 15. Highest average rating 7.8. Most passes completed per 90 minutes. Well, apparently Moon at 92. So, basically all these are new records. 182 by our goalkeepers, a new record. Most league goals by a player. Still at King Abo, though Burstow is almost certainly going to come past him during this next season, just because of the amount. Montgomery, highest transfer fee paid. He is looking like a not great option right now. Fastest goal was in 16 seconds by Burstow. That was. Worked hard. Was at the pitch, didn't go unrewarded. We got the ceremony, blah, blah, blah. At this, we know we've done well. Let's go ahead and go up to expectations. Looking at this, though, more fair weather fans just because we've gained a 15,000 followers, working us for our playtime. Hardcore and family went down mostly because, as I said, gained a ton of new fans. Let's go ahead and negotiate the vision. Play defensively solid. They want us to attempt to avoid relegation. That's about, I think, as far as we can get. They want to sell players before buying. We have to do that. go ahead and negotiate. What can we negotiate? You want to play a high tempo pressing soccer, possession soccer, defensively solid. I prefer to remove that. Everything else, I think we can deal with. Minimum 2-year contract for first team players. That sell before buying. Once again, we can do that. Remain in the championship is what they're hoping for. Guess that? Yeah, okay. Defensively solid, we are not going to be able to do that, but we can do the rest of it. Squad dynamics has always been good. Going down a little bit just because we haven't played. Into season team meetings, we will discuss plans. Optimistic that we can fight against relegation. Next season, I think we're in a good position to avoid getting involved. When we return, I'm placing an emphasis on well done, brilliant to get promoted. That will come back, even though we'll probably come back down. I'm giving us the best chance of avoiding relegation, bringing in some new faces. Happy to hear that. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Enjoy your break, and we'll discuss your promises coming the next season. Sounds good. Everybody's happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Okay, nothing else in a break. Loan roundup. Okay, so be back whenever something happens. 2 bits of pretty obvious news. Burstow won League One Player of the Year because he was a monster all season long. Well, most all season long. There's a little patch. Don't worry about that little patch. Scoring 50 goals in 41 appearances with a 7.84 average rating. Also top goal scorer, of course. I have also MRI Khan won Coach of the Year. It's very, very nice, which I've been congratulated on. And look at that. League One's player select team, we had a lot of players. 8 of our players have won this. We probably would have won more, except for we don't have 2 strikers. And I guess our 2 our 2 center backs, we didn't have enough players playing there regularly. We had people rotating in and out, not playing enough minutes. I don't know if they qualified. The only position we really didn't win truly and thoroughly was goalkeeper. So, not the end of the world. We crushed everybody according to this. Back with more news. Okay, first player through the door. Andreu. I'm trying to figure out how to say that name. We're gonna call him Andres for now. He's on loan from Tottenham. Valued at 40k to 425. Currently, he has 3.5-star current ability to 3.5-star current ability. Potential Premier starter, 5-star filled in potential. He can play on right wing. He can play in center back, kind of wherever we need him to. He's on loan until the end of next season. Going to be playing center back for us. We're paying 7k a month for him, which I believe might increase Burstows. I don't know how loans interact with it. We're paying him a lot of money because we need a center back. He's tall, can't really jump, not the jumpiest of boys, but he can play right wing, he can play center, and most importantly, he is out of contract once the loan ends. So we can look to bring him in permanently should we end up choosing to do that. That's the first player through the door. We lost all our transfer budget because our board decided, like idiots, to not give us basically any scouting budget and not allow us to scout anybody, but put all the transfer budget over so we can now scout Europe at the very least, going up from UK and Ireland from last season. But it's going to cost us the 180k that we had in our initial season transfer budget. But hopefully, if we stay up, this increase in scouting will allow us to be good next season. We still haven't ticked over, as far as I am aware. We're still currently in League One. Ipswich was the team who ended up coming up with us. That's first through the door. Hopefully more offers will come later. Okay, the date is officially flipped over. Now I can start fiddling around with players, because before now it's been a bit of a struggle to do anything. What? I'll figure this out in a moment, but that's odd. Okay. So, first things first. Taking a look at the championship, we are probably favorites for relegation. Let's take a look. Season preview. We're not actually favorites for relegation. We're second favorites for relegation. But we're favorites to finish near bottom of the league. Ipswich apparently are above us, though we beat them all year. So I'm hoping that we can finish somewhere down here. The board, they're expecting us to basically attempt to avoid relegation. If we get relegated, the world's not going to end. But our current income, our projection, is pretty dire. So the board haven't given us any money. Apparently we have a budget situation that I need to sort out because something has happened. I think everybody got an increase in payment because we got promoted and it just ticked us to way too much. I'm trying to sell people off. No one wants to buy our players that I'm trying to sell off. People like Payne, people like Abu. Payne, because Payne is worth a ton of money. Valued at 3.3 million. I may have to try and do it with Wormlington, who's also valued at a huge amount of money. Even though I really, really don't want to, because he is very, very good. Apparently, I just got achievement for being a legend. Because people like this, if we go to Coach Report, they're good championship player one day. Wormlington, he's similar, good championship player. They're pretty much trade him 6 of one, half dozen of another. So we're trying to get things sorted out, but no one wants to buy. And if we don't have any money, we are probably going to get relegated. We're going to try our best to fight. I'll try and make money appear. We'll see what happens. I'll be back. Okay. Things have gone to hell since your last year. Good thing, though. This new guy, we're going to add him to the training squad, Diamond Edwards. Worth 1 to 2.1 million, 4.5 star current, or 3.5 star current ability, 4 star potential ability. He comes in just to play on either wing because we desperately need depth there. Good, decent championship player, good championship player in the future. Got him for 6K a week, bringing us way over our budgets, and still hemorrhaging players. And currently our dynamics have been shot to hell, mostly because Apaya Forsen kicked up a fuss. As our vice captain, he said, "Oh no," an offer came through for him like 200K. He was valued at somewhere in the range of like 150 to 800K, somewhere in that range. Offer came in for 200. I said no, obviously no. It was like 75 up front plus a bunch later. No, we need money right now. And most importantly, we need good players. He said he kicked up a fuss. Then every single player in our team kicked up a fuss because I said I wouldn't sell him for that crap price. When I said I'd sell him for £1 million or 800K, he kicked up a fuss again. So dynamics are shot to crap. He's probably going to be leaving soon. He's under a bid from Peterborough for 550K. We've lost a midfield player with no one to replace him. He was a great, great salaried player. I guess he's going to be replaced by someone in here. Probably Oakley Booth, even though he's not really a defensive midfield player. We may have him play as a deep-lying playmaker on defend. Oh, yes, it's bad. So currently, we have not even a starting rotation. We don't have people that can play in center mid. I guess we'll be playing Ed Turns there, even though he really shouldn't be doing it. We've got technically a starting lineup. Montgomery, for some reason, is now being paid 8.75, which means Burstow is being 8.75, which apparently was some I don't know what triggered in his contract that caused that to be a thing. But for whatever reason, he's being paid so much more than I thought. I thought he was originally be paying like 5, 6, somewhere in that range. Edwards, he's going to come in. He's definitely going to be getting the start over Ford. Ford's going to drop to the bench, which that's okay. It's fine by me. He is a fast player. He's previously of kind of all over the place, but mostly Southampton is where he's truly been trained at. He's played last year for Sunderland in the championship, being pretty reasonable. Not the greatest, not the worst. We're hoping he comes in and is incredible for us, because we've got no money, no prospects, and we're looking to get relegated. More to come. He's gone. The bastard is gone. Okay, thank goodness. For a fee of 500K, he's out the door, which means I do some now because he threw a fit. Made financial sense to do so. Not a decision I would have made had I had any other option. Yes. You do now he's gone. Piss off. Yeah. Sorry. Very, very annoyed about how that whole thing went down. But make some money appear. Now we actually have money to play with. We have a lot of people currently in on trial that we can look forward to. So if we look at the current ability, we have a lot of players in here that show some good ability, and we're certainly going to look to try and bring in should the opportunity arise. So we'll be back. Okay, a little behind the scenes going on. It's been a hot minute for me, not for you, of course. Just a little jump cut, and we're in the middle of the offseason still. For me, it's been a number of days. The offseason was going so horrifically awful, I needed a break. However, I've come back, refreshed, looked at the team, tried a little bit on the inside, and have been struggling. So, first off, Daniel Frimpong. Basically, we're paying him nothing, coming in on loan as a center back, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. We don't care. He's a number. Our center backs suck. We need anything we can get. Because our current squad, with that new addition, means we now have 18 players. You heard me right. 18 players. Currently, on our transfer market in is one guy we're paying a lot of money. He's a left back who can play really wherever we want. Maybe on the left wing is where I think I'm going to end up training him for. But we've also got a lot of coaches coming in. Derek Abu is going to be going out, so that's another player we're going to lose out in the team because he's still kicking up a fuss. We're back down to 17 players. Wormleyton, I think, is unhappy because he's whatever. Discouraged from taking shots from long range. Yes, start doing that. Regardless, things have been bad. Also, our staff, if you didn't notice, we basically are redoing our entire staff. Still in the process of doing that. Our scouts are now good. Most of this is good. We're still looking for some new physios. We're getting there. Coaches are coming in. They're currently working. I've accepted a number of deals for most of them. We're getting there. We are getting there. However, we have no more money. We've not had money the entire season. We're going to have to make a budget adjustment probably, transfer all this over here, and just bring in anybody we can. Because currently looking at our team, we're not atrocious in terms of our current ability, but we've lost good enough players that some people, like for example, Folks, his current ability has gone up because our good players have disappeared. Sturridge has gone up. Burstow is still good. But it's very, very annoying, and what's most importantly annoying is this guy is being paid a lot of money to be a bum. Well, not really a bum, but you know what I mean. He's not quite as good as we hoped he'd be. And he's not going to improve a whole lot. We're looking at, I guess good championship is not bad. We will certainly get there. So, now that panic is over, we've got a few more people probably coming in, and we shall see if any of this is good. I'll be back with more. Okay, we've got a signing, boys. Here we go. Brent, you saw him before. Ben Krishni, I believe his name is. We're going to ask him to welcome. We're going to give him a squad number. We're going to register him. All the normal stuff that we do. Just to get things going. Auto select. Oop, that's not what I meant. Currently, 3-star current ability, a left back. However, he can also play further forward, really, in kind of whatever role we want him to along that left side. Can even play a little bit in midfield, which we might end up having him do a lot this season. Currently, as a squad player, valued at a stupid amount of money, we brought him in for nothing, except a big, big boy contract, which I believe might have Burstow making even more money now. Nope, because Montgomery is still making us. That's right. Okay, but we believe he's going to be a leading championship player one day. Already good enough to fit into our first team. We are very, very happy about that. He is previously of Aston Villa, where he's been loaned out a few times. They apparently didn't see his potential. After paying $1.7 million for him in 2020 to 2021, he was released. We can pick him up for a steal. Looking forward to his development and seeing what this guy can do. Now, the guy we were looking for has finally moved on. Excuse me. Sodenhausen has completed the signing for $450,000. This guy had been complaining for a long time because he was basically our third choice. He was as good as everybody else, but he hadn't been playing us for a while. So we got a good amount of money for him. Most importantly, another $250,000, which is almost probably immediately going into our payroll. We are going to be keeping some of that around because we have another player we're looking to bring in that's going to cost some money, being one of these two. Oh, never mind. There's a guy we were going to bring in. I'll look into see if it's possible to do it now. But it is certainly a thing. For now, though, we're going to see what else we can do. Things are looking up from where they or when I first started this recording session for me, but we're still a long ways away from being a championship team. Some rather interesting news I just found out. Matthew Burstow has 5th best odds. He's in the table for being top goal scorer in the championship. Still considering they're expecting us to get relegated. They don't expect us to even stay up, but they do think we have the potential to have the best goal scorer in the game, which is incredibly surprising. Those look like our colors. I was wondering, is there anybody do we have on the media people to watch? We have Burstow and Andreas Adrehu, who is currently on loan from Tottenham as either right back or more than likely he's going to be our center back. This guy is quite good, and he's Why we are paying him so much money? Holy crap. Okay, whatever. Past me made some mistakes. Still, many things left to come. I think we're gonna get there. I think we're gonna make just a good enough team to barely avoid relegation, and then next year look to make some serious upgrades. We found another one, boys. We're paying him basically pennies on the dollar, but he can play anywhere along the left side, probably at left back, though we might play him on the wing if we need to. We can also play a little bit of right back, but not particularly well. He represents another option we have back there, where we had a ton of people in the defense, then we lost a bunch of people in the defense, and now we have so many people playing the various backs. So if need be, we can lose some of them, but this is a guy that I definitely want to give regular starter minutes to, because he's good, and most importantly, cheap. And we need him. So, that's another one we got here, and we're happy to have a young player with us on loan. Back with more. The offseason is complete. Our match is in just a few minutes in-game, and we tried. We couldn't get in any center backs. There's a guy I currently have an offer for. However, our transfer budget just went away. And apparently, the delay I tried to make, this is not going to happen. I'm just going to have to cancel that. I'm really pissed off about that. But he would have been excellent. So instead, we don't have that. They're still expecting we're 251 odds to win the championship. They have us as one of the relegation favorites, though we are certainly going to do our best to try and stay up. Our first match is going to be in just a little bit against Coventry, who are expected to finish 9th, so we're probably going to lose this match. Don't really have anybody in the top. We have Burstow and Adreu as people to keep an eye on. Taking a look overall at our offseason, let's go ahead and take a look at our transfer history. Biaforson, kicked a fuss, he went out. Apter, he went out on loan. Linton, he's not really going to play for us, and they say he's a decent championship player. It was not showing that potential. We got some great value out of him, basically the max that we think he's worth, or we thought he was worth. Abu, once again, kicking up a fuss the entire time he was here. Would have liked to keep him around if I hadn't spoiled it last season, simply because he has some good potential still. But he was able to go out for 450, which is very nice. Another loanee player going out. However, we had some really, really nice signings during the offseason. Diamond Edwards, $6K for this player, valued at millions of dollars. Definitely for that. Not going to be anything spectacular at this level, but certainly good enough to play for now, and is going to be one of our starting players. We got Daniel Frimpong, Ghanaian individual who's going to come in to provide depth at our center back, and I guess right back a little bit positions. Ben Christie, or Crissini, I'm going to go with Crissini, is a high potential player, 3-star, 4.5-star, playing anywhere on the left back. We're probably going to actually train him as a center mid. That's where I'm thinking he's going to end up playing most of his career for us. We already have a couple of left wingers. However, this position is certainly somewhere he could improve. I'm going to go ahead and get him training on that once we finish. And then finally, this youngster, in on loan for pennies on the dollar, going to be playing at left back along with Sturridge. So, our starting lineup for the new year. Going to be playing the same system, no reason to rock the boat. I did fiddle around with our midfield players. Ad's head is the best, or his best position is as a deep-lying playmaker on defense, so I swapped him out for a ball-winning midfielder, pushed Oakley Booth a little bit further forward because he's equally okay at everything. He's now playing an attacking central midfielder, and of course Taylor is playing as really whatever he wants to play as. In this case, a box-to-box midfielder on support. We could stick him at left back should we need. Adams and Ed were both 3.5-star players, representing some of the best on our team. And Burstow, of course, up front. So, overall, it was bad for a long time, but these last couple of months we have turned around. We still so desperately need good center backs, because we don't have anybody. We go to our squad planner. In this position, we've got Turns, we got Frimpong, we got Andreu. Oh, wait, Andreu can play center back? That's where he's going to be playing. Okay, then. So we putting Sturridge on this left side, and basically just playing whoever we happen to find, whatever positions we happen to find them. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things are. I'm happy with how we ended up, and I think we can go out here and make something happen this season. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will see you all next time.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.